Okay, they both got ballers. This means that they can
Tifu está viendo ahorita, la cara de Tifu.
extremely safe. They can go and hide if they need to, build enough time. Remember, top 15 is the first round of placements, and we're halfway there.
¿verdad?
Sí, ahorita están dando así como la cámara. Dron, seguimiento.
Oh, Tago también,
Talking about places you want to be, that edge, the edge, right? Look
No
at
sé quién
Jarvis here.
es.
Jarvis has got 2 eliminations already.
Taga en la segunda partida mató a Ninja.
Look at this. Aiden up on
Mira,
top.
vivo del pendejo todavía, mira.
O Ninja está vivo todavía. No, Nick
Mer
está vivo todavía. A mí me lleva como juega Nick Mer. Él juega en mi control también. Oh, ella está vivo. Llévate
31 players currently in this.
Por eso fue que te dije que en la película, en el anime llega esa, y en la película en el otro no.
But there's even more that are coming in right now. Because this zone is closing. Another 53 seconds, and then we're going to get a smaller zone to work with. You see, and normally we kind of hop in right now and just take you guys straight to the action, but this is how intense it is to even make it to the final moments.
Ada.
Interactions.
Mira,
Nick Mer también con... Oh, está Cloxy.
Enfrente están los dos con Tifu, mira.
Vaya, los que eran el de Summer Skirmer que ellos ganaron.
Could we see these two
¿No viste ese torneo?
head to head?
No.
I want to see
Summer
this so
Skirmer
bad. Look at this
ganó
cloak
Tifu con
and
Cloxy.
Lynn
Estaban en
trying to
duro.
scout out.
Parece.
Dylan doing
Más de
the
alguno
deal.
de
I
estos
like
me va a
the
decir que no
side
está.
by
Ah,
side.
no, si todos
All
están
right,
aquí. Qué
they're
pendejada.
out there, you're out there.
¿Cuántos hay, 53,
Cloak aggravates.
Ya solo queda esta zona y otra más.
The key to open any box. Might be a
Puta, estos editan bien raro.
Pues es que tienen unos monitores. Vaya que...
Creo que son de 240. Pero sí tienen que tener computador para.
Por eso, ellos tienen una mejor computadora.
I think what's going to be key here as well is that storm flip. He's got one in his inventory. We saw some recent changes to it. Now, don't forget, these guys also have ballers. We saw Dylan kind of playing decoy a little bit. Look at this. I mean, they're just going to rotate out the back. They're like, you know what? Let's get another position. This is just too hot right now. Let's be able to look at this.
Ah, Boloncho, gran ventaja para moverte.
Vaya, mira, está Symphony también. Desde que no le invitar a él.
Everyone puts on the brakes because you don't get any placement for quite some time, right? The way this format works, you have to play nice and slow to make it to the end game.
Pendejo se rebusca también.
Será que las torpedas de
it's just too risky. Man, wild card here. Guys, if you're a fan,
este es algo lento para construirte, fíjate.
Right now, send him your energy. He needs it. That's right, crowd. You see, you can tell he's like, yeah, they're cheering for us. That's right, Tim. We love you. Also, happy Father's Day. Big five up there. Now, don't forget, they've got no eliminations, but that's still fine.
De las últimas zonas, mira.
Oh, damn.
They are not together. His teammate is way off on the corner, and they got split up from each other. So that's going to be interesting. RL Grime in Airlocks here. Got to touch base with them down in the player lounge. Grime very just shy. He didn't even want to get on the interview, but Airlocks is all about it. That's what I expect from a World Cup qualifier. Now look at Airlocks leading the push. This is what I love. The pro player saying, follow my lead. Just follow my lead. And bam, yoinks that base right from underneath their feet. It's his now. He's got some high ground. He did lose his teammate, though, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter. Grime builds right up. Now they're at 6 eliminations as a team. Man, this is really good. So I like that Airwax going in first. You know, Airwax is so comfortable in these situations. He's always been competing again. A qualifier going to the finals in New York City. So he's like, I'm completely happy to go in first, right? I'm either going to run into their pro or their other player. And then at that point, it's like a 50-50, right? Do I take the shot? Maybe he goes on the defense and just creates a little nest like he did here for him. Grime. Really great stuff. I like to see it. Now, this is where things get fun. All right, this next, okay, cool. The next circle, we're going back into Sunny Steps. Okay, over old builds.
Okay.
Dude, look at that. Loser Food just picked up 2 more. She's holding it down. She said she would. Listen, Loser Fruit, in case you don't know, she is an absolute slayer. She was part of the Llama Record Company. Yes,
que mató a Ninja,
Oh, sí, ¿cómo se llama?
JD and Lester, the golden ticket winner. And at the end, the team collectively said Loser Fruit was the person that held off squads by herself. She was the reason we won this entire thing. That's right. That's what Courage JD said. I'm just repeating what Courage said. Hey, I mean, if Courage is to be that humble, then you have to agree and appreciate that response. But
¿Y qué van a ganar? Pues que gane aquí.
No sé si es $1 millón, pero es como donación y le dan el pico ese de oro, creo que es. O mira que tiene la altura, siempre tiene la ventaja. Yo miro esta y ese man no puede ganar,
Watch his elimination feed in the top left. You've seen not only Airwax and Grime eliminating people left and right, but Tifu as well. He's on 6 elims. Airwax is on 7. Nick Merckx and Nick A30 are both in this tied with 5 eliminations.
Nick Merckx?
And we're finally getting down nearer and nearer to top 15.
El mapa como debe.
This is the first game where we're not even at top 15 yet. No one's gotten placement, guys. Top 15 duo is gonna get them placement. There are 20 teams remaining in this game.
Que le da ventaja a Tifu es el goloncho,
Solo at this point.
Sí, no.
Lost their teammate like Otago top, sitting there by himself right now. Airwalks does have another player knocked right by him.
Y donde cerró la zona, mira.
Ese Javi todavía está ahí. Symphony también.
Scuffle in that close quarter right there.
Y al Nickmer ya lo mataron, ¿no?
Yo creo que sí.
Ah, no, ahí está.
Oh, está ahí, Nickmer está ahí. Oye, ¿cómo se sobrevivió todavía Nickmer,
Oh man, Lucelka is still in it. Monster, you know what time it is. It's just about time for that moving circle. We get a nice view at Nick A30. What's going on with him? He knocked Josh Hart. So Tifu lost his teammate. But this is Tifu we're talking about. He can clutch up things. Now look, Nick is out of materials, 6 eliminations, and only a single magazine.
Ahí se quedó ya.
Plenty of slugs in that combat shotgun. He's gonna look and try and navigate these.
Ah, no va lenta la zona.
Because he desperately needs materials. A player behind 102 to the face. That's Cody Walker. He is dead.
Mira cómo juega.
Nick cannot build right here, Zeke. He's looking for anything.
Ya la cagó ese ahí.
He needs the material. Cody Walker went down, but he's so
man. Oh, Cypher. Cypher lo mató.
7 eliminations and materials galore.
Oh, Aidan mató a Nickmer,
No joda.
Yeah.
Jarvis as well. So many massive names. Aiden here too. Symphony.
Aquí ya está poniendo perro, aquí ya están, fíjate que estos llevan para ganarla, mira.
Oh, mataron a Tifu también. Cayó Tifu.
Mira, este tiene potencial para ganarla.
Yeah, man.
Off he goes. He's got shadow bombs. Is he gonna start rotating? He's got to go perfect. That's right. Let everyone else just ignore them.
Y fue por altura, se murió.
Pero está vivo. Ella mató a Cloak.
Can he get this one right here? That's huge. Finds another one. He's at 11 eliminations. He finds someone else in the zone. That's another top 4 situation. That was Lachlan. He shot spin down. Right now, Airwalks is in such a commanding and powerful position.
Voy a volver a meter.
So forget, this Stormflip is just eating this entire zone. There's only so much space these players can work with. He's just waiting for a full set. It's Symphony. He shuts him down. It's a 1v1. Who is the other player that's oh! Here it is. He's going to go with pickaxe.
¿Quién lo mató?
With the 14 elimination victory for the first game here, Zeke.
Mira.
¿Viste que te di? Desde que mató a Ninja, ¿viste?
14 kills, hijo.
Y viste, desde que mató a Ninja,
A 14 elimination victory royale. 24 points, and here are those final moments. Symphony cracks Bell, takes him down, and look,
mira cómo está. Oh, pero es que Symphony se trabó todo.
Es que él nunca perdió la altura tampoco, fíjate.
No, es que él siempre la tuvo. Si lo quería matar a Pico.
Honestly, I thought he was going to try and land for the pickaxe.
Era manquito él, Era malo.
Don't do it. It was so close, man. Nonetheless, what a grand finale that was, just for that single game. And let's give some credit to his duo. Let's give some credit because his duo, RL Prime, also had 2 eliminations. That was a 16 elims off of Just that alone.
Yeah, so don't forget, even though his teammate only had the 2 eliminations, this is a cooperative effort, right?
Yes.
Grime could have been sending shots in, and it's just Airwax that actually cleans up the elimination. So, still though, my goodness, I don't even. First of all, mad props on the dabs, not as good as the micro dab, but still pretty good. What an incredible first game. That was just the first game of the Pro-Am.
This is the Pro-Am, all right? It's going down.
I'm losing my voice.
That was great.
I'm losing my voice. That's what's just going to happen. Tomorrow I'm going to have no voice. Now you guys in the audience here in the LA Forum, what'd you think of that first game? That's what I'm talking about. What an incredible game there. We saw Tfue, Cloak, Aiden, Dylan Francis Symphony, these power
Nick
players.
30 versus Cypher PK. Nick had no mats. That was crazy.
Oh my gosh, dude. 3 more games like this. My heart can't take it. I can't. But we're gonna push through. We're gonna push through. What an insane game. Don't forget to use that hashtag Summer Block Party. Send us your favorite moments. Tell us how you're enjoying this crazy event. It's so much fun. Dr. Luba put it best. I believe what he said. It comes once a year. Ninja said it best. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Ninja said it best.
That was the interview I had with him. I remember.
This kind of event only comes around once a year. You really just got to embrace it, soak it all up. And this is what happens when you put competitive players with, you know, some big profile celebs, man. Anything can kind of go down. We saw at the end there, it turned into a good old-fashioned solo, though, too, right?
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
like, all right, celebs, you guys hold it down. Wait, it's time to get serious. And it started really punching to the metal right there.
I feel like it's always going to be like that because, like, you got to think if you're like someone like Tfue, right? You're like, okay, I've been playing these qualifiers. Like, I have a set competitive way of playing. You're like, oh, I'm going to relax. And you see, like, a guy, like, one by one a certain way, like, faster than everyone else. You're like,
you know, it would be Cloaksy? It would be impressive if we can get a serious duo to just kind of stomp all the way through. So, you know, give a little extra shout out to whoever can pull that one through.
Yeah, for sure. Now, of course, we've got to send it down to an interview with our winners, Airwax. So we're going to send it right now and over.
Hey Zeke, thank you so much. I am down here with Airwalk and RL Grime, our first winners today out of 4 games. You guys performed exceptionally well. That many eliminations, I don't think any of us thought that we would see it today. Can you walk us through what it was like during that game?
It was easy. It was easy. It's simple as that. I don't know if it was 50 pros and 50 amateurs, but I only saw 98 bots.
Whoa, we got some fighting words already. Amazing job, though. So, RL Grime, one question. What is it like performing music around the world versus performing here and competing on this stage?
Yeah, it's very different. It's nice having a teammate to help you up there. And luckily, my teammate's a beast, so yeah.
Yeah, your teammate is a beast. Well, good luck, you two, going forward. I'm really looking forward to see how well you do in the next 3 games. Thank you guys so much. Back to the casters.
Thank you so much, Kitty Plays. Man, Airwax is putting in so much work there. And Grime as well. These guys are a fearsome competitor.
Listen, Grime makes music. He might just have to write himself a little symphony of what went down here today for Airwalks because, man, that guy's he's a person, that's for sure. 98 bots?
90, that's
a personality.
That's
right
aggressive.
There.
All right, that's aggressive way. But don't forget, in the interview we had, I was like, hey, you know, like, is there another duo you look at? And I always do this, like, toss out the, like, are you guys the best? You're like, ha, you're the best. He's like, no, I'm the best. I'm Airwax. And I was like, okay. You won first game with, like, 16 elims as a duo. So, okay, all right, I like to see it.
Yeah, and, you know, talk about things you like to see. Let's go ahead and send it down to Sundown, who's got, you know, a little breakdown of some of the things that went down today.
Thank you so much, Monster and Zeke. And I actually had an opportunity to chat with Airwalks and RL Grime right before us. And they were like, you know, I don't really feel like doing interviews that much, but if we win a game, maybe. And then, boom, right out of the gate, Airwalks said, I'm going to win the Pro-Am. I'm going to win the World Cup. It doesn't matter what it is. But now let's take a look into what happened in the last game and a little bit of the action. So first, we're going to hop on board here with Tfue, see what's up, takes that TAC AR, and then just right away rips Gray apart. Brilliant shots there, and on board with what ended up being our Victor Royales. You can see Airwalks taking great shots to the sky. RL Grime throwing some shots over, and that was Marshawn Lynch. You can immediately see how Airwalks checks above him where those shots are, knowing that Ninja is lurking and around in there. The shots come down. They both make sure they box up, but from a combined effort with Grimes throwing down shots with the AR and then able to take it away, Tfue putting pressure down with that tactical shotgun, what he does best, picking up Do Young Kim, and then Nick A30 going to work, showing off the accuracy of the tactical AR at range. Just brilliant to pick that one up and getting the full elimination onto Xavier Woods. And then Pipe Punk showing off that sniper rifle, the semi-automatic. It gets a lot of error, but Valkyrie caught that one. Yeah, give him a little bit of PogChamp up there. And also, you know, they said Airwalks putting the work, but RL Grime putting the work here, saying, my song for your Adams, well, how about for my builds? Getting a nice little double ramp up, one by one-ing himself out, and editing down and reset. I see you putting on some work there on the side, but brilliantly done. Game one was fantastic, some great moments, but we're going to throw it back up to the casters at the desk. Monster and Zeke, take it away, gents.
Thank you so much, Sundown. We are back there. Good to see Courage AD looking so good. Dr. Lupa and Jordan Fisher. And don't forget, we've got 3 more games on deck. We're getting ready to head back into the next one. Of course, everyone's reboarding the battle bus. That's the way it works. But really quickly, before we hop into this next game, let's take a peek at the standings. I'm curious to see how things are shaking out for these players. Because Grime and Airwax, I mean,
no
that
surprise.
lead.
Absolutely no surprise there. Airwax way up at the top. But hey, look at these 2nd through 10th. Cloak and Dylan Francis, Tfue, Josh Hart, Aiden Lost, Symphony. Did we expect anything different? Nick A30's up there at 8th place. This is awesome for them. They're still in top 10. This is anyone's ball game.
That's right, and it only, you know, this is just the first game. Even if you were eliminated 100th, excuse me, it's not that big a deal. You got 3 more games to show up. You just need a game like this, where you get 26 points, and here we jump to page number 2, more names. Don't forget, everyone's going to get a little bit of that pie for charity. So many big names, so many more games to hop into, and of course, I cannot wait to get back into the action.
So this is a good question. Are you guys ready for game 2?
I feel like everyone fell asleep or something. You want to try that again?
You want to wake them up again? Is anyone ready for game 2? There we go.
That's what we're talking about, Fortnite fam. You saw top 5. You know how insane these next few games are going to be. Let's hear it one more time for all the players playing in the Pro, and make some noise! And here we go, Monster. 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched, and we're coming in over Gus, heading by to Snobby Shores. Almost a perfect cut down the center of the map, and yet again, you get to see all the players' perspectives, see how they're zoned in right now. They want to try and get some of this charity money. They want to be the best among their peers. They want to say we for the Pro-Am champions.
Yeah, not only that, you take home a sweet, sweet trophy. Remember, there's only 2.
That's right. Well, now, so there's 4 in the world, and Ninja and Marshmallow took last year away.
Oh, yeah, they already own those.
So, you mean, if you're like Ninja, I'm thinking, I want to try it. I'd like a 2nd gold pickaxe, you know, then I have 2, and then I can kind of dual wield them. So, I hear some people chanting, let's go Ninja. That's what I'm talking about, of course, of course. But here we go. These players are making their descent. Now, the question would be, are they going to swap things up? You think they're maybe thinking, I've got, you know, Tfue landing with me. Maybe I go somewhere else. You think just stay the course? What do you think?
No, absolutely. I think my rule of thumb is if you land in game 1 and you get just taken out, maybe give it another game. But if it doesn't work a 2nd time, man, it is time to get out of there. As Brendan Urie takes out Justin Jones.
Wow. And Courage JD shuts down Valkyrie right out of the game.
Listen,
Xavier Woods as well is down.
We just talked about losing in the early game. Nick A30 had so many eliminations last time. This is why. If you land Fatal Fields, he's ready to bring it to you, and it looks like he's got himself a flint knocking. Xavier Woods, man, all that smack talking. Even Royalistic are not doing so hot, unfortunately.
Well, this is Nick A30 we're talking about. Pretty fearsome. Pretty fearsome here, but over on the other side, Courage JD, Brendan, we saw Courage eliminate Valkyrie. She's been gone. That's it. Back in the lobby, waiting for that next bus.
That's right, and Brendan took out someone else there. It was Justin Jones, but over on your right-hand side, guys, here's the format. Don't forget, 15th, will get them a couple points. That's a long way out, up to 10th, and then 5th as a duo, and last but not least, that Victory Royale. Every elimination up until that point, or up until then, is worth 1 point, but a little bit of a skirmish going on here is Courage is getting shot up, so he's already lost the shield. He's down to just bandages.
He needs to make something happen, man. He's got to find a half shield, some minis, anything at all, even a med kit to get him back up to the 100. Brendan's in the same position, right? They don't have much to work with. Ammo looking very, very sparse right now. Basically, whatever's in the gun is what they have.
Yep, no shield. Barely anything else. They're in like a weird pinch here. Those players have that high ground. And you know, when a good player lands a shot like that, that just gives them confidence. Like, hey, they don't even have shield. I hit both of them. That's why Taven Bryan's pushing up here. He's got the 100 shield already.
And you got to think, too, as well, right? Like, you send a few shots their way first, and then you waited 30 seconds before sending more shots over. If you don't see blue numbers, which is those shields, you're like, oh, they're probably at 75. Alpha of whatever we hit them for. So you know they're looking to hunt these players down. They want to shut down Courage JD.
Volví loco. Todavía está aquí.
Rounds. Are they in this house? No, not in this one.
I'm loving these angles right here. Lemonix is just looking around right now. He's on the hunt. Slurper Juice, or the Slurp Juice is already ticking here. So with every second that passes by, his health is going up. Some shots coming in from the side using this little bit of distraction. He's going for that high ground. Little 1-2 right there. It's his now to take.
Only got a handful of builds. Now he's got the drum gun in hand. He also even has the swarm flip, but look at this. Tavern finds Brendan Urie. He is gone. Where is Courage? He gets picked up. That's it. Oh! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If I heard this right, Chandler Riggs got a pickaxe elimination. I think we got to go to this replay. I got to know. Chandler, go! The Walking Dead saying, get away from me, zombie.
Can't he find it? Dude, that was aggressive. Look at him go here. Just beating down players. No weapons. Doesn't even need them.
Wow, that really was like The Walking Dead because all he had afterward was a pistol. That's it.
Right.
Back with Ninja. Man.
Oh, his teammate's down.
He's probably just got to abandon him. He's got to say, look, you know what? We're not really in a good spot to take this. Maybe we'll just fail. Now, if you're Ninja, you know, you got to think, I can't let this just go. Look at that. Immediately turns. Muzelk going to take a face full of lead there.
Got to be careful. Muzelk does know how to use those weapons. He's also a daily Fortnite player. Hopping back to the Happy Hamlet. One-shot girl.
¿Qué onda? Vamos a dar otra, no confío, el torneo ya empezó.
She woke up, she was saying,
No jodas,
not feeling too hot.
Oye, vieras que débil tienen
a
Ninja,
The doctor got it all taken care of, and now she's joining us. Very happy to see her here.
Pero es que creo que el compañero que tienen Ninja no es muy
49 fans, if you're tuning in, please just go send some love her way. I know she'd very much appreciate it, but look at this zone right now. You know, these guys are sitting very comfortably in Happy Hamlet. And, you know, there's this play space they've got to work with. Some of it's in the water.
Ooh, another very weird zone. Super south the zone here. Whenever that happens, it typically leads to more congestion, but hopping in with Jarvis, who's got this high ground. We're at Paradise Palms. Jacob lands in a nice little stinker right there. It's going to flush him out. And he's peeking. He knows where he's at. This is more ticks for Jarvis. That's another 15 health. Sends in a second. Doesn't quite connect that time, but...
Oro queda esta y otra partida más, ¿verdad?
Flushed out here. Gives his teammate a little bit of time to kind of gather together. Myers is just a little too far here from Jarvis, though.
That's good. I really like, even if you didn't necessarily get a bunch of damage over, you're just using that to buy yourself a little bit of time, collect yourself, meet back up with your duo, and then reassess the situation. Now, Jacob, he's making a pretty aggressive push here. He knows that Jarvis is up on that hill, and he's trying to just be a little more aggressive. He's trying to find an angle if possible, but he's like, look, we don't need to be fighting head on right now. Let's just keep moving. Let's just make it into safety, and then we'll kind of deal with this threat in a
little bit. Ahí puedo esperar en más adelantado, fíjate.
Right now and see if he can find the prime time opportunity. Bring him in and get a couple shots. That's why he's backing up here, seeing if they can fall for this little bit of a trap to expose themselves. That's going to kind of diffuse itself. We got back to Cody Walker and Lachlan here.
Now, Lachlan, if you're watching the elimination feed, he just picked up Australia. She has been eliminated. Lachlan, codename Elf, codename Locky here. He is hunting for. He sees the player running there. A few great shots. They're on very low HP, and there you go. Martin Doherty is picked up as well.
And, you know, this is looking like a whole different game. The last one, we were barely at 70-plus players alive. You know, it took a little bit of time, but I think we got that first game jitter out the way. This is only Storm Wave 1. Leading into the second zone here, and look at the shots haven't stopped.
I mean, Lachlan is disgusting. All right, he's ready. He is honed in, looking for more players. Look at this, man. They are in this.
Mira la zona, qué rápido va. Muy mierda.
So, see Lachlan running straight for it. He's gonna have to dip out on Cody. Sorry, bud.
He's like, I'm gonna be okay.
¿Ya sabes quién es? ¿No?
Just making it a safety.
Nope.
I think so.
Ese es uno de Australia. Él jugaba. No sé si conoces tú a Ali A.
I think he's making
Él es amigo con Ali A.
He's trying to get ahead of Cody, just make sure there's no one just ahead of them. Because if they
No sé,
make
creo
a
que
long
no.
rotation, they
Dos partidas seguidas estuvimos casi de ganar.
Definitely is or begs the question.
Siempre por fracaso te matan, pendejo.
No, porque ¿cómo fue que me mataron ahora? O si por un fracaso. Y yo como un skill jump. Oh, dude. Y el mismo, mira.
Fíjate que lo que estoy... Sí, no, lo que estoy viendo es que aquí no salen de esas mierdas de la zona, po.
Si salen.
Sale. Pero no me la guarda para el final.
Mira.
That storm flip just gonna minimize the effective play space.
Ya se largó.
Clutches here.
Damn, ¿cómo le metió ese copetazo?
But don't forget that's healing over time. You gotta just wait it out. Another storm flip. Okay, run for the hills. Don't forget to your HP. And look at this. They've only got so much.
Entre dos están haciendo mierda.
Sad finding himself in a little.
Oh, pero ya mataron a ese. Al que ganó la partida.
Are you fighting? I'd like some of this, please. This is just perfect for Sad here. Now he's just turning everything around at this point. Matt needs to jump in here and help his teammate out. Is he going to be able to do it? Yo, look at Sad with the
Te rebusca ese,
oye. ¿Cómo juega ese burrito? Ya mató a mucho.
He jumped into the wrong battle, buddy, as he is still holding it down. He's gonna make Muzel very sad.
Pero aquí hay bastantes que son malditos, no invitaron.
What happens next? Juju is by
sí,
himself. He's sitting in a 1-by-1. Now he doesn't know
hora 72, hora 72.
Got Ellie and Scarlet over there, and Sad is now just thinking, okay, I definitely know there was a duel I was fighting. Muzel tried to get cheeky and tried to go toe-to-toe with us. Mistakes. Oh no. Jordan Fisher has been eliminated there in the top left of your elimination feed. This spell disaster. Koa definitely.
Estos tienen equipos que yo nunca había visto.
Traveling all the way from South Korea to be here today, but
aquí no veo ninguna renegada ni zombie, po.
Gotta respect Sad. He pushed off.
No, pero toda la mayoría de ellos la de tener.
Matt Judon unfortunately just wasn't doing or contributing too much in those final moments, so he really was up there just kind of putting it all down.
Tiempo de la estrellaron.
But get Ellie here, Scarlet, they're out. This slipstream is going to be so helpful as he zooms by. Another fight, he's like, all right, time to start dolphining is what we call when you're in the slipstream. You just kind of come out and then kind of go back in.
Si es agresivo, va a ir donde está. Te cuesta verte moviendo como se mueve ese para que no te mataran, este pendejo.
Ah, mira, ahí está vivo todavía. Oh, mira que mató uno, mira. Oye, Ninja, mira, lo habías dejado a, no sé, de 10 de vida o 5. Él solito. Mira, está Dr. Lupo arriba también. Tifu también.
Ya lo van a matar, ya lo mataron. Por andar de perro.
Oh, man.
Es que es de más que hay gente mejor que ese pendejo.
No, pero es que el compañero de él está, no sabe jugar mucho, Si él tuviera un compañero que sí, mira.
Yes, I got to meet Bucky's mother and Bucky. We did a little bit of a
es que a Ninja no sé por qué siempre le han puesto unos jugadores
varios. She's his biggest supporter. She almost said, I believe word for her said, I fangirl for my son, and that's her biggest supporter, but
mira,
that's the kind of support you love to see.
Kenneth estaba con quién estaba la pasada. Estaba con ese
our boy Dr. Lupo doing?
con este Courage estaba jugando y cuando perdieron.
¿Cómo?
Courage estaba jugando el Kenny el año pasado.
¿Ganaron o qué?
No, él quedó en segundo.
Ah, ni a ese invitaron tampoco.
¿A quién? A Kenny y a Courage.
Ajá, ahí está.
Sí, Courage está hablando ahí, creo. Sí, está jugando Courage, creo.
No, pero ¿qué me estabas diciendo antes de eso? Dos, no sé de qué puta.
Que Courage con Kenny, el Kenny, el que mataron a Ninja ahorita, él era compañero antes de Courage en el torneo ese.
Vos tenés skin.
No, pero ese skin sale a la tienda de vez en cuando. Yo tengo este skin también.
Esa no me gusta, no la quise comprar.
Nice little window play here. He's got that right camera peek. Is he going to be able to find his opportunity? There's one. Well, just kind of putting in some pressure.
Their team was ready. They heard. You know, if you're playing Fortnite for any extended period of time, you know what that Sting Dynamite sounds like. 70 over onto that player, though. That wasn't blue numbers. The question is, how much shield do they have left? Were they at 100 or less?
He already knows. He hit the dynamite, so he's going in right here. Look at, he's just trying to get this shot, and that's one.
Oh,
great shot on Douglas. Took the ball so quick.
Now look at this. Someone else trying to build above him, and Jacob is saying, look, there's someone trying to aggress. Got to build. Got to make sure we can get around him, but do it in a good way to make sure we get this next rotation safe. Jacob's like, look, we got to start making our way over. Come on, make your way over to me. Power, though. He's in a tough spot right now.
Yeah, but I love it. They just counted it out as a huge victory for them, right? You know what? We got the Elim. Just gotta back out of here now. Bye-bye to your teammate. Get some fresh loot. And they're off. They're off. They're gonna get the next zone.
Locura de lo trajeron, ¿verdad?
Man, if he gets too aggressive.
No, ese no está tampoco.
Sí está ahí. ¿No lo viste?
No está.
That's what happens.
¿Viste?
Jacob says, he didn't forget about you, buddy.
Con las deleteadas que nos pegan.
Right out the game.
So while Connor's sitting here like, all right, well, we should probably make this rotation. His duo partner's like, I've been watching this guy. Yeah, no, he's like, listen, yeah, we'll make the rotation. Sure. Ewok here, check it out. Over with Kurt.
Power.
Just waiting, biting. They've got a launch
Mira,
pad.
Talita tiene ya los lanzadores estos.
Kurt also had that RPG in hand. Look at the loadout coming in right now. Ooh, I like it, I like it. And they're in the current safe zone, feeling pretty good.
And I love this right here. Ewok rocking.
Y la mayoría de ellos tienen el escudo ese,
represent
her
teammate, Ben Kurt, who's on the Falcons. That's pretty cool right there. A little bit of extra love right there. You can see she's throwing out a couple pings right here, trying to communicate with their duo. For an opportunity here.
I like that Ewok is pre-editing things. She's waiting. She's not confirming it. She's saying, if we need to bail, I've got the editing ready. Here we go. Launch pad comes out. That's the kind of things, those little things are going to help level up your gameplay when you're playing Fortnite. And now here we go. Ewok looking to get aggressive. I mean, look, we know Ewok is insane.
She's about to show you guys why. Someone's letting out some shots. Her teammate is split up. What's she going to do? She's got to back him up here.
Look at the thought process there as well. We know shots are coming in, and instead of her trying to figure out where the player is going, she's trying to reinforce their move, making sure this is as stable as possible. You hear explosions. Over some half shields here, some of the minis, excuse me. And now this is where things. It was good too. It's in the next safe zone. Oh gosh, Nick
Tori.
Nick gathering them over in the box.
Oh goodness. Okay.
This is gonna be a good battle here, Zeke. We might see unfold in just a bit.
¿Viste lo que hizo,
With a couple hits, trying to decide
Oye, para editarlo.
She's gonna want to be. See a couple fun facts about the player Cam. Ewok, a 13-year-old streamer. And you're the youngest Fortnite player here at the Pro-Am. So the youngest competitors we can see here. Wins the exchange right there.
Back. It was very close, but Kurt, you got to do something. You got to go quick. Start applying pressure.
He's trying. He's trying.
Oh,
so close. Ben Kurt almost won the exchange right there, but Nick was just a little faster on the draw.
Nick Tori lo mató,
Ewok to the wall and punished in those moments. Nick had a fantastic last game. Was only shut down because he didn't have materials. You guys tuned in a little late, but he made it all the way through to endgame, and now look, they have 4 eliminations already. Don't forget, they're also in the top 10.
Él sí lo miraba antes
literally on the
bastante yo.
leaderboards, the standing, so showing you guys why. Take a look at Tifu's trailing behind, no eliminations.
If you've been watching the Open Qualifiers, you know this is classic Tifu. He's got an abundance of material, sitting on a nice little perch with a bird's eye view, waiting for enemies to make a mistake. He is so good at capitalizing on any little error that enemy players make. If they make a wrong edit, if they make a wrong build, a wrong rotation,
Es que
he
esos
is
bolonchos sí los
always
aliviana,
in the right place,
Está ella todavía, está
right
vivo.
mindset to take advantage of that. Josh Hart and him are going to begin their rotations there. Now, I always say this, don't forget, top 15
Symphony.
is the
Hoy
first
Symphony
round of
perdió el
placing
compañero,
points.
creo ya, ¿verdad?
We need another 7 duels to fall before those points come out. Jordan Jones and Gotaga going to be picked up there in the elimination feed. And look at this next half in, half out, man. That circle is dangerous.
It's better than going south, though, because at least they're going to stay on the land, so you got to count your small blessings while you can right there. Now another look here. Tifu always got those front row tickets.
He was like, I'm sitting up on this perch. I'll tell you what, let's come over here and build a new perch. This is my home.
Chris Thompson's got that minigun. He doesn't have a lot of ammunition. He's actually really hurting here. Fortnite term, we like to call this shambles. He is in shambles.
They want an elimination. They need something because, like you said, man, they've got basically nothing to work with. Now, he's probably calling out this enemy team here in front. You gotta think Dank Ops is probably up on that high ground just above him. Just getting a nice little, surveilling the land. You know, who do I think I see? I recognize these types of builds.
He's just looking all around. He's like, oh no, slips out the build. Took some fall damage right there. Gave a little too much pressure. He's trying to sneak underneath those builds. He's looking at his team like, man, I'm so sorry, dude.
He was maybe a little too focused up on what the task at hand, you know, what was in front of him. Look at this, Aiden. He's ready, man. He's swooping in like an eagle, just taking away the high ground from everyone else.
Aiden is our #1 elimination leader in this current round so far, guys. He's at 5 elims.
Oh.
That's a storm flip. It's pushing him way up top. This is scary because the higher he goes, the more unsafe it becomes if it's not held up by too much.
He's got to be real careful. They don't seem to be in any danger right now, which is really good.
He's got a rift.
You know, making the quick rift play as you're falling, pretty tough. Nick Merckx, though, going to be picked up by Connor Bell and Jacob and shut out of the lobby, especially at a top 15. You hate to see it. More eliminations coming in. Josh Hart as well goes down to power, and look at this. Aiden finds Patriota.
Dude, I see Bucky all in the Elim feed as well right now, so Bucky looks like he's having a great game. Out comes the rift to go. Oh, it's time to rotate.
Lachlan picks up Cloaksy. Wow. And look at this, Lupo finding more eliminations as well.
Here's the focus. Aiden says, yay. There's a little bit of a high ground right there. Maybe
snatch
this up. It is in the zone. He does have material to hold it.
Ya mataron a Tifu, no?
Still in the game. You see down there, Symphony as well. So many players still alive. Tifu's still in this game. He's got a baller. He's jumping in and out that vehicle. Aiden lands right on top of Power and wins the exchange. Down goes Power. It's his high ground now. You can see Lost King lands right inside with this duo. Kind of finishes him up. So Aiden is doing so good right now as they have 7 eliminations now.
Man, Rob is doing so good working with Aiden, you know. When we talked with him in the player lounge, he's like, look, I know Aiden. I know Aiden's very good. Whatever he does, I'm just going to follow, right? And you can see they're playing so well together. Whatever Aiden calls, Rob is ready to follow up on this and back him up.
Well, that's Tifu right there.
Oh, it's Nick!
Another knock. Zeke.
That's it. He's gone. He's been eliminated. That duel is out, especially at the top 5. But it's okay. Look how many big names are still left. Bucky, KU, Tifu, Rob King goes down. Aiden's got to respond fast. He's got to do something.
He's in this game right now to win it. He just took out another player. Aiden is on it, and he's got the high ground. Tifu goes down to Bucky, or Kayun there. Kayun's still in this game. It's a 1v1 now. Bye-bye, Kayun. This is Aiden versus Bucky 2. World Cup qualifiers going toe-to-toe right here. What's he going to do? This is like a little bit of a playground battle. He's holding that high ground. You know what's a nice little 1-2s? He does have 700 material as well still. Little cartwheel, showing him that he's here. Show.
Aiden here, he wants this. He's so hungry for this extra points coming out. He goes, yes, so close. The shot missed, but it's okay. Right now, Aiden's got health advantage. Bucky's is about on 100, okay, excuse me, 85 effective HP. He wants this, look at this. Aiden's just supplying pressure. Oh, tries to go high ground. This might have been a mistake. This is Aiden, we're talking about more damage over on the shields. Bucky's down to nothing, and Aiden, victory royale.
So close in the final moments. Bucky, with all that pressure on his shoulder, could not handle Aiden, who was stone cold. We saw a little cartwheel there. He's kind of saying, hey, listen, this is nothing. I got this high ground. He felt really good about it.
Ice in the veins. Let's take a look at that again. And just look at Aiden. He is so ready to isolate Bucky. Everything he's doing is forcing Bucky here to make a mistake. And in the end, Aiden capitalizes, forcing him out of the storm, and it's enough to close it all out.
I mean, the crazy part is, this is just like a little taste of what the World Cup is gonna be like, because the skill is real, the energy is real. Loving the crowd reactions right now. That was a fantastic little ending right there, and Aiden takes the game. That's a huge accomplishment here at the Pro-Am.
But also huge props to Rob, you know. He's sticking to his guns, doing everything he said. I'm just going to stick with Aiden, make sure that we're playing our best. And in the end, you know, we saw as long as Aiden's leading the pack, Rob's right behind, ready to finish off eliminations, pick up materials, pick up weapons, ammo, and just keep that momentum moving forward. And that's what helped them get that dub. Rob, I'm feeling it, dude. If you ever want to carry me, probably never going to happen because we'll never play games together. But I'd personally like it if you carry me. Anyway, yeah, games are cool. Fortnite, great stuff.
Love Fortnite. Love Fortnite. Love these moments, these interactions. You know, that end game was stacked. Kayun, Tfue, Aiden, Bucky. I mean, I talked about I'd be happy if a duo made it all the way to the end. Shout out to Lost Kings Rob, man. He made it all the way there.
Yeah. In fact, close. You know what? I want to send it down to Rob right now with Pookie Face, who's standing by with an interview. And Rob, I just want you to know you're amazing.
Oh, man. Goes Aiden, ganó.
Zeke wants to let you know that you're amazing.
Oh, hey, I just try to learn from my partner, Aiden.
¿Cómo goes Aiden?
Oh, listen to that. Congratulations.
Es el mejor de control.
Game number 2. Aiden,
Mira, espero que me
10
den mucho like en mi video, a este
High Ground Warrior there right at the end. We love to see it.
Y se suscriban a mi canal,
to be in the stadium playing with all of these fans here.
Oh, it's the most amazing feeling ever, being around all these content creators and, you know, celebrities, and the crowd is amazing. Let's go! I'm so happy to be here. This is like such a great moment with this. Oh, I love this.
We love having you as always. Now, going into the next game, I know earlier we kind of talked about you were just going to follow Aiden around and do what he said. Is that going to continue to be your strategy?
Yeah, I think anything he says, I'm just going to do it. It worked the first time, worked the second time, so I'm going to keep following his orders.
Well, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? And finally, you know, this is a lot of money on the line for charity today. Aiden, tell me about the charity you're going to be donating towards if you win. Well, if it's not broke, don't fix
my
it,
charity
right?
is the Wounded
And
Warriors.
finally,
Shout out to my grandpa and my dad. They're vets, so I love the vets. You know, you can never go wrong with that.
I agree. Well, thank you guys so much. Good luck in your next game. Zeke, Monster, back to you.
Rob's sitting here talking like he's following orders. He is absolutely wrong.
Man.
Rob, it's not following orders. You're just cooperating with your duo. I know you're secretly the mastermind, Rob. I'm on to you. I see you.
We saw it at the Creative Showdown. The best teams kept quiet when it came down to exposing strats. So, you know, give him a little kind of, nah, man, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just following Aiden.
Yeah, I just following Aiden. You know, Aiden's been the one getting elimination. You got to think if, like, I'm Rob. I'm like, they're at 99. Hey, Aiden, there's someone wounded over there. Yeah. Great Elin. Aiden. Of course, we're just kidding. Aiden is phenomenal. That's why he is qualified for the World Cup Finals coming up. But, man, what a powerful duo. If they have a repeat performance like that, I'm going to be losing my voice. Actually, it's already happening slowly. I hope no one can hear it. I'm embarrassed about it.
You gotta hold it down, Zeke. Contain it, because there's so much going on. But talking about things going on, let's all send it over to Sundown, who's got a little recap for us.
Thank you so much, Monster and Zeke. That last match was incredible. Aiden and Rob proving that they weren't stuck or too far gone, able to take the top spot away with another impressive performance. And I mean, so far, the tail of the tape has been those World Cup qualified players absolutely dominating the competition. Let's take a look at some of the gameplay they were able to show in the last match. But first, we're going to kick it off with FPX Sad and what they were able to do to the previous match victors. Throwing out the grenades actually picks up RL Grimes, saying you can catch that one, and then pushes forward and is able to take him out. Was the partner Airbox who managed to throw a little bit of a stick there in their game plan, and then followed it up with another great elimination. Just watch him edit down right away, finds the combat shot, and picks up Musel. Brilliantly done there from FPX Sad and his partner, but now on board here with Kenneth Farid and Bucky, just recently signed Envious, but you can see Kenneth push right in and take out Ninja.
Kenneth era el compañero de Courage el año pasado y
the only controller player in the world so far to have qualified for the duos portion of the competition. But Bucky says you can hold this. My pickaxe
I'll take the pick a face heavy.
Brilliantly done, and we would see those end up matching up later. But now look at a quick little edit coming out from Jacob, able to push in and find.
Oh my God!
Barely coming to the rescue of Connor there. Did end up getting knocked, but was able to get it there. So that's some of the gameplay. It will give you guys a look. And one other thing you don't necessarily always get to see is how these guys communicate. So let's take a quick listen in to what one of these duos sounds like when they're getting started and trying to figure out what's going on.
I think they might have dipped. They might be down in the basement though. In the basement of
Y vos estás viendo cuántos quedan.
Oh, sí. Está en el replay ahorita, dice, quedan 70, dice vivos.
No, mira a lo mejor en YouTube, aquí ya están jugando, hay 39. Pero aquí ya solo quedan 39.
Aquí no ha empezado la otra.
En YouTube se veía en Vergón a 720.
Oh, he just RPG'd me. Be careful. They're gonna start pressuring.
Oh, pero es que fue a atacarlo. Oh, damn, ¿Cómo le estaban disparando a Nick Tori,
Okay. Nice, Joey. Let's go, dude. Okay, let's try to get all this stuff. I think the other person's mask fell down, so let's just not even worry about it.
Nick Tori, Nick Tori era el que estaba carrileando a este,
Brilliant communicated from Nick A30. He's all about educational commentary, making sure you while getting it out there. Him and his partner Joey able to clean that one up. A fine example of how you work together. The two matches so far have been incredible. We have two more, and we're going to go back up to the caster's desk. Zeke and Monster. Gentlemen, take it away.
Al llegar a 100 suscriptores, pues jugaré con suscriptores. Haré un directo solo con suscriptores, y comenzaremos a hacer partidas privadas.
Of course, shout outs to fathers across the world. Now, after these first two games, Monster, I think it's time to look at the standings. You know, what is shaking out? We saw Airwax clutch up a big win, but after game number 2, are they still in first? They are not.
Oh, damn.
It's Aiden who
takes
number
1.
The king of communication. Nick A30's up in
Nick Tori está.
Take a look at that. Bucky had a great game that last round. A little bit of consistency. Pull him up to 3rd as well.
Wow,
and Airlocks just kind of bumped down. They could not earn any points that
Ninja,
round right there. That shows you consistency is going to be everything, not just one big game is going to hold you up here.
Where is
You
that?
got to play all 4 relatively good, or you're going to fall behind. That's right. A lot more consistency has come out of Airwalks. Again, more players here. Your top 20 currently. Now, Fortnite fam, I got a question for you. You guys know Peely, right? It's the banana guy. You guys know Peely, right? Have you ever wondered how Peely came to be? I can show you how Peely came to be, all right? We've been debuting these across all weekend. You saw the one of Jonesy on the island. But now, in case you didn't see it, I want to show you how Peely came to be.
Oh, dude, what the hell, dude? Miren cómo se come el guineo. Ok. ¿Te quieres meter? Métete pues. Oh.
Those are cute. I love it. I like it. I like it. We'll be doing more of those over the weekend. Maybe you were here yesterday. You got to see some, but we're going to have more to show. But of course, Fortnite fam, after those 2 games, they were pretty heated games. I think we need to go to a break, all right, a little short break. But stick around because our house DJ, Mike Realm, is going to be spinning. So Mike Realm, take us out.
Oh, ok, comienza en 13 minutos. Creo que, partido no, no.
Tacos Royale with brunch. Red juices, a tasty treat for Lil Whip, Peely, and Pizza Pete. Let's slide out to the lobby to get your squad some nuts. Let's slide out to the lobby to get your squad some love.
Venga, ¿cómo han hecho tantos disfraces? Oh, muchos likes, pero muchos likes y compartir. Y díganle a sus amigos, hermanos o familiares que se suscriban a mi canal. Pues espero que lo hagan. Les agradezco mucho todo el que lo ha hecho.
Dentro de 9 minutos van a volver a jugar.
Ya, man. Season 9 y... Mi pregunta es, la Season 10 ¿de qué va a salir, ¿Qué crees que harán vos en la temporada 10? Oh, yo creo que van a deshacer todo ese hielo que está allá, ella. No creo. Sí, porque mira, hasta desde la temporada, ¿qué? Temporada 7, 8, va por la 9 ya va.
¿Por qué no jugamos una, vos?
¿Quieres jugar una?
Por 10 minutos, que puta vamos a estar.
Bueno, yo estaba grabando. Todo lo he grabado. ¿Qué vamos, Juan? Dale pues. La ganó Ghost Aidan, ¿verdad?
¿A la busca?
Juega con ese control,
No. Hoy no va a haber nada aquí.
Hay pobre arriba. Vamos por Fortnite, no.
Vení. Vamos a ver si qué o qué. O jugamos mejor calmados para ver las armas. A lo mejor jugamos más a todos modos. En 10 minutos.
Oh, damn, man.
Pinculero, vos. Me construye la mierda este pin.
Hoy no entiendo cómo pegó ese de tan lejos,
Yo no entiendo este pin maldito. Es que ves que vas siempre a bate perros por los que te matan, pendejo.
Buena.
Para la escopeta vos y que...
Si no tiene bala, dame la bala.
Ah, un francado te van a ampar otra vez. Solo.
Le pegué un headshot.
Pues porque hay 3 ahí juntos.
No sé.
No.
Vamos.
Yo hablando de una mierda de ráfaga y una pistolita. Este pin desde que empecé a ver ese torneo se me le un vergo, fíjate.
Se va un tiro,
¿Qué estás viendo?
Es que
solo ese era, ¿verdad?
No entiendo cómo no le pegué.
Vos eras el que estaba disparando.
¿Cómo?
Yo solo oía que tiraban escopetazos y nunca bajaban vida a nadie.
Pues no te digo, pues. Oye, cómo falló tanto tiro con escopeta, mal mío. Ya va a empezar la otra partida. Oye, Gocha Aidan está en primero, Esas Pokémon siempre se invitan a ella.
Aquí va a caer algo de gente, quizá. Algo. Sí, hombre.
Algo es piropo.
Ay, no me han cargado las texturas. No, pero vos que mira que ni armas hay aquí, ni mierda.
Uy, qué feo eso, ¿no? Yo. Vamos al torneo, loco.
Que no agarran armas aquí, fíjate.
No. Oh my god, man. Cabalitos los mataron, vos.
No, pero... Espérate, a ver en qué servidor.
Guys, I'm blind. I'm gonna send it back your way. Thank you so much, Javier. Oh, God.
¿Lo estás viendo, vos? ¿Ah?
No, que el pin sale ahí en automático de 114 y me sale cuando estoy jugando como a 300.
Y es que no pongas automático, ponerla en costa oeste.
Espérate.
Uy, qué montón de gente anda viendo eso,
Huge shout out to Mike Realm, our in-house DJ, for spinning all weekend long for the summer block party. And for all these people in the venue who just got themselves a nice boogie down supply drop. You gotta love it. Welcome back, everybody, to the Fortnite Pro-Am. I'm Golden Boy alongside Monster D-Face, Boricua boys, back at it once again. And we're looking forward to calling games 3 and 4, the conclusion of our second Fortnite Pro-Am. And we have had some great games today, man. Like, I've been watching in the back, blown away, talking to a lot of our players. and everyone's feeling the pressure. And that is exactly what I wanted out of this one. I wanted people to get sweaty on that stage.
Sweaty like me because this is my first crowd I'm, casting for. But let's jump into the standings, guys, and take a look at where our competitors are standing here, Golden.
Aiden is going to be sitting at the top with one of the members of Lost Kings. They'll have one victory royale, 16 eliminations, 31 points total. Airwalks and RL off of that stunning
Ya están jugando de vuelta.
Vaya. Second place, perhaps they can climb and take the top spot yet again. You also see likes of Tifu and Josh Hart, Symphony, as well as Jordan Lachlan with Cody Walker. Then as we go further down low, you start to see some players not out of it quite yet. We still have 2 games remaining, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of our top players, I should say, are going to be cooking up for us here. A lot of strategy talk, a lot of discussion regarding what they're going to do going into Game 3. But ladies and gentlemen, the forum, are you ready for Game 3?
Lo voy a ver mejor en
YouTube
porque ahí va bien.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Everyone's geared up, they're loaded into the island. The countdown is going to begin in Monster. I have to say, there are some threats out there on the island. Who are some of the players that you want to see dominate in Game 3?
Yeah, I've already talked up Ewok at the start, so I'm going to let her kind of chill for a second. But I'm going to talk about Bucky and Kenneth Fareed, who are standing in 3rd place right now. But Golden Boy, we're loading into the game right now. Here we go.
That's right, folks. Game 3 underway. Let's see
ahorita el boom está viendo en el play.
with that coveted victory royale. And there you see all of our players starting to populate on screen. And, this has been such a fun event. Been talking to a lot of people here, asking them who they want to win. And, a lot of people have told me they want Ninja, Marshawn Lynch to win. And I get it. I totally get it. But there are some quality players also that are out there that a lot of folks may not know about, just like, mentioned Airwalks from Europe. This guy is so good, so talented. And a huge shout out to RL Grime, his teammate, because he knows how to throw down in some Fortnite, Monster.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. And like I said, I was talking to him in the player lounge. RL Grime was so shy. He was like, nah, dude, I don't want to do this interview. But, Airwalk stepped up to the plate. To see them come out here and start slinging down, that is actually one of the best things. You least expect it. But
had a conversation actually with Big Star and Martin Star earlier about some of their more creative strategies, if you will. Fortunately for them, they got caught by a boombo that hit both of them. And when I say boombo, I mean literally one shot on a boombo actually took both of them out in, I believe it was Game 2. They're trying to get a little crafty with it, play the outside game, and I say that literally because their strategy, from what they told me,
yo hubiera querido que hubieran invitado a Mitru con
and then build around the edge of the island to wherever the circle is going to be. It's not the, it's not the best strategy.
Definitely not there.
Mongraal tampoco lo invitaron.
Put this into
bueno, pero yo creo que por la edad que tiene no lo invitaron.
Cliff dive off the side, hanging off the side of the map.
That is correct, sir.
Oh boy.
It is not, I was talking to them. I did not have the heart to tell them that it was a bad idea. I felt like they have to just make their own bed and sleep in it. We're going to glance past that because Cloak actually went right for that baller, but ends up getting punished for it immediately. He's getting that's going to have to and he's going to be down to 56 HP. We'll have that blue burst SMG.
Ahorita qué parte te sale a vos, a ver estamos igual.
Que marque locura mató al Cloudy ahorita.
Valiant effort there, but off to the dusty divot we go. TVNR Frags still in this game right here.
Ahorita está uno que está picando un palo un futbolista.
Take a look at the feed. Fear itself was taken out here. JT Brown and Frags.
No sé quién es él, Brown, no sé quién.
Because I've been competing for a very long time, my friend. And JT Brown showed up repping a jersey.
Este año no llamaron a Ali A tampoco. Ali A juega con mando, con Scoff.
That's what it's all about.
That is right indeed, but oh no, Dr. Lupo and Jordan Fisher here already have taken out Hannibal. Hunting for Jarvis. You saw Jarvis. This is his landing spot. He likes Paradise Palms. He's been ran out of here. Rent was due. He didn't have it. He gets pushed out of dodge. Jarvis is going up here. Oh, it's actually Myers who's his teammate there. So Jarvis and Myers are still here.
Yeah, still hanging around. Dr. Lupo, Jordan Fisher, right in front of him. The tension's building here as everyone waits, edge of their seats. What is going to happen? Jordan Fisher, no slouch when it comes to Fortnite. Placed 4th in last year's event. He also games Fortnite pretty regularly. Check out his content on YouTube. I believe he calls his community Fish Fam.
Fish Fam.
Which I'm mad, he should have been the Fish Fam yesterday, but instead he was Llama Records.
Yeah, I mean, lucky he was because they took first in the Creative Showdown.
That's true. That's true.
Nice little accolade to put into his.
If there was one player, though, Monster, in this instance, really, it's Jarvis. That is the one that I would be so concerned about if you're Dr. Lupo and that's just not an easy one to deal with, not an easy player to deal with. But what's really nice is a vending machine that's a gift that keeps on giving. You got yourself a purple combat shoddy, coveted weapon, something that you want to have in the early game, and Reyna Washio is going to be on the outside here with Laurie right next to him. Where's Bell at? That's my concern. Where is Bell going to
Marco Locura, ¿cómo se ha hecho famoso en estos días?
Yeah, from a look of it, like Washlow might have just
breezed
off. No, it's the wrong turn right there. Going to be shot.
Oh no!
Oh, the sandwich.
She seems like such a kind soul. How could you do that? Man, that is rough. Struggle City, population 1.
But hey, good sport, big smile on her face as she understands. She, gave it all she got right there. And
there are a lot of
de la última partida que hacen.
Creo que sí. Mira,
78
hay,
grown, and the quality of players in general has just skyrocketed from even where it was for last year's pro.
Yes, just to see in today's event, like we're going to move in zones here. It's not like, oh, everyone's going down and, by Stormwave 5 or 6, the game's over.
Sí, este es el torneo. No me acordaba, pero no sé por qué lo hicieron hace este tiempo. Si el año pasado fue como el tipo febrero o marzo o algo así.
No, Marky Lacuris is over at Frosty Flight, so all kinds of players nearby. He's got to be careful. Just trying to catch up to Curry.
Other names that are still going to be in this as well. Tim the Tech Man, Aiden, our winner from the last game, AK30, Typical Gamer, Action Jackson, as well as Dr. Lupo, Ewok. Those are just some of the names that are going to continue to remain as some of the action has slowed down here. And there's Typical Gamer, as I had mentioned earlier. Maybe they can bust a move on the dance floor.
Oh, sí, ¿verdad?
Got the bush. Never trust the bush.
Yeah, the bush works, man. Take that shot and be okay, so it's definitely worth holding on
Mira, ahora se cuidan más, mira.
Whoa, typical greedy guy, maybe you want to take care of Jimmy, give him the baller.
And you take the bush.
Yeah. Nope, I'm going to use this baller, man. Looking out for himself here. See how that ends up turning things around.
Quiero que enfoquen la cara de
right next to this,
con la ninja,
the air highway, right? So they will be able to use this and get around the map.
Next with someone here. Great for rotations. Those of you guys who are unfamiliar with the zone is coming from the left side all the way to the right side of the map. Marshawn Lynch and Ninja still in the game.
Looking for a target. Marshawn Lynch connecting someone here. That would be crazy. Highlight of the Pro-Am, hands down. Beast mode.
He's looking for it. A hard scope, not a...
Gotta be careful, though.
Not a piece of fear in him. He's just sitting still, doesn't care. It's all good.
You gotta be careful, man. I mean, there's, luckily for them, by Lazy Lagoon, there's no one there, but, I hate when you're just standing on the outside like that. It gives me anxiety. I, freak out. I can't do that.
It's a big no-no in the Fortnite world, but who cares? Marshawn Lynch is here to battle. He's got a partner, Ninja. Ninja's putting down some shots here. Doesn't quite know where Ninja's firing him, but he's looking for it. Trying to see if anyone's in that flip.
Oh, there they are right there. 2 players, and another one gets inside of the ball. It doesn't connect with the shot. Marshawn Lynch hits 75.
Oh!
Nice tag there from Marshawn Lynch. The baller, though. Player gets back into it, and now the shots are starting to come in, and Ninja has to support his teammate. He's going to go into the baller, and I respect that, but you got to support your teammate. Maybe build him a little one-by-one ramp just to give him something to cover himself with, and he's going to give Marshawn the baller. What a good guy. Leave it to Ninja. Good guy, Ninja.
And I was just reading the lips of Marshawn. He said, oh, man, I was so close. He almost hit that headshot, but he's got to feel good. You know, get your hands a little dirty here, showing that he's gonna put up some damage too, right? Put up some numbers here. He's just off. Trying to figure this baller thing out.
Oh, no sabe jugar mucho, eh.
What are you doing?
You deep. Look at them. Demarius and Action Jackson. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, this isn't going to happen. Surely this isn't going to be
an
the way
ambush,
it
dude. This is an ambush waiting to happen
here.
This is how it's going to happen, folks. Ooh. If it happens, I'm going to lose my mind.
Let's not give it away, but
I'm not saying anything.
You know who's in that city, right?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just gonna let it's like
National
Geographic. I'm just gonna watch it.
Here it
happen in real time. And you know, PJ knows, and this is the thing that it kills me because he's okay. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Is it time?
Demarius. He has no idea. Oh, he's gonna pop up behind Dr. Lupo. They have no idea. You never trust the push, but Demarius is gonna put down all the humanity. Demarius is gonna be out of it, and now Action Jackson's gotta look to fight this one in a 1v2. But Dr. Lupo and Jordan Fisher, they read that like an open book. Chapters 1, 2, and 3 were very clear. They did not need the cliff notes. And now Action Jackson's going to be in a really tough spot as some players are going to look to come right on over the mountain yonder. And he needs to defend himself, losing out on his teammate Monster.
Como si todos lo atacan al mismo tiempo,
Jackson.
No, it is not. The shots are still coming in here. The plan was just all foiled in those tires right there when he couldn't get the screen. Action Jackson's trying his best, but shots are coming from left and right. He's getting a little taste of his own medicine here as the ambush did not pay off, guys. Lucky for him, Dr. Lupo is slowing down the fire. They're just chilling right now. They do also have to kind of bounce back, right? They were shot up.
Devastating series of events there for Action Jackson. Dr. Lupo caught completely off guard, as well as Jordan Fisher. You can never trust the bush, man. I'm telling you. That's like some Season 2 stuff.
Yep.
Never thought
you'd see somebody else look like that.
Lawson level plays there.
I'd love to see that pay off, though.
So close. That would have been the best payoff. Clip of the day. 4 scores.
¿A quién?
Dr. Lupo. Oh no. He's going to be in a lot of pain, and Dr. Lupo goes down. And that is going to come from Ben Kurt. As well as Ewok. Ewok gets the elimination. Dr. Lupo, one of our favorite content creators, but Ewok's here to win.
Right, and that's one great shot. Connects up, comes up over top. The second right there, and the Rifter goes out.
Oh, she's on the run. She's chasing it down.
You're not going to let this one go away. Oh, no. You know, you're a solo. She's got you hurt. All shields gone as well.
There's another player there, too. I don't know if you saw that at the corner of your eye, Monster, but another player lingering by, and then goes right back to the well again.
The chase is going now. This is some high-speed action happening here. The Geyser.
Oh, pero que andan siguiendo estos a este para aquí.
Great. Oh no, but Ewok's
Dang, man. Como pega.
No, the question is, can Kurt keep up at this point? She's gone so far. This is full commitment. No tournaments now.
35 wide on that damage there, and Jordan Fisher, try as you might. Ewok got the target, and will be benefiting from a slurp juice as well as a lot of shields. Now, this has that prevent Kurt get to her so that they can shield up and get back into this game.
How vicious is that? Chase him across the map right there.
Jordan Fisher.
Hola de Nueva York, va a estar bonito el torneo de Nueva York.
Okay, not quite like a national treasure like myself, but
not like you.
Claro.
Nonetheless, Ewok has no respect. and you know what? I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect the hustle. That's what I wanted out of this competition.
Tifu, ahora vamos a ver si te sacas de ahí.
Knock on someone's door.
Vamos a ver, Tifu demuestra a ver si hicieron
What floor are you
el
on
mero
here?
Tifu.
He doesn't.
Oh man.
Right now, he's gonna back up. Back to his teammate Josh Hart. There's a lot of players nearby. Any ruckus right now caused will just attract attention. So you know what? Let's hold this high ground. Still early in the game.
A lot of great players here as well.
Ya está Aidan ahí, Marky Locura, Nucha. Creo que ese FPX SAD es un clan, creo, ¿verdad?
Going to be in this one. Yourself, by himself. The pride of Australia. Right here, folks.
Yourself.
There he is.
Going off those dance moves.
That's the pride. He's gonna hate me for saying that. Also, Ninja just got an elimination. Saw that on the feed. We'll keep tabs of that one. Some players still in this. I believe Jarvis is going to be our elimination leader at 4 elims total right now.
Doing a good job holding in there. If you guys are curious, there's a couple big names still alive, guys. Cypher PK still in the running here. Aiden, Nick 830, typical gamer.
Quedan todavía.
Golden touchdown. KU still in this, so there's plenty of talent, plenty of players, competitive and celebs alike.
And here comes the grenade.
Needing to build around, and again, I do want to
Josh Hart's needing to build around, and again,
Bosa as well. The way that they play, they clearly put a lot of time into this game, and it's been really fun to watch them.
¿Sabes a quién no he visto? No he visto a Puki.
Then you got KU, a competitive player with a lot of respect from the community, and just gets the tag there. That's on Lee Nguyen.
Very nicely done.
¿Quién está ahí?
It is definitely come a long way how much the average players improved in Fortnite. These games are very, very good. Like,
meanwhile, I'm still awful. Just the saddest thing.
You gotta get off this off the controller, brother.
I know, I'm trying to wean off of it, buddy.
Shout out to the controller guys. You guys are loved and respected here. But all right, Reggie Jackson, what you got? You got some in front of him here.
Shot. There you go.
It's Cypher PK. Cypher PK is right above.
That's going to be a rough one.
I think he called it out. Cypher lets him in. Oh, I thought that was enemy for a second.
Yeah, I saw it off the corner of my eye.
Cypher edita bien rápido también.
If that was the case, he let someone in and didn't do anything about it. But he'll be all right, though.
Might have been a little communication hiccup there because Cypher didn't realize there was someone below him until Reggie got right in the box. His stuff was really low right here. Is he going to be able to sniff him out? Reggie's still looking. He knows.
Yuselk, an incredibly scrappy player, and you hear him playing the guitar. That's happening down low.
Baiting him.
I love that, though. Let him know you're there, right?
Do it again, Yuselk. Play the guitar, Yuselk.
What's the worst that can happen? On laser beams, cartwheeling again. I think his keyboard might be broken.
Maybe. Seems like his character is definitely having some malfunctions over here, getting a little cardio on the side of the desert.
One could definitely say he's spinning. Spinning out of control. No? No, it didn't hit with anyone? All right, well.
Missed. You know what? It's the
swing and a miss.
Effort that matters, bro.
Thank you for always having my back, buddy.
I gotcha. But here's Tfue and Josh Hart. Dude, we've seen them make end games consistently. They're not hunting for elims. They're letting them land in their laps as someone with the ballers right underneath.
Oh, right below them is Ninja. You got Tim the Tapman in a box of his own over there. Cypher PK still lingering about with Yuselk. Ninja waiting for that prime opportunity to push up. And Ninja by himself at this point of the game, Monster. You're a competitive player. You've been, I know you do a lot of duos with the K30 and stuff. Question for you, how difficult is it to be in a single man situation going up against a lobby that's as stacked as this?
Yeah, man, it's definitely a scary situation. You got to pick and choose your fights. So much more, thought goes into it. Even aggravating a team like Ninja's doing right there, you got to be careful. Like airwalks, especially, right? You don't know who's in that box. It could be an okay duo, but it could be like a scary duo. Like you saw what airwalks did in game 1. So Ninja's still aggravating them though. He stepped closer. He put a trap over there, trying to bait that player out. Maybe he's recognizing whoever's closest right here doesn't quite have a grip on what's going on. But now taking a look at Valkyrie, also lost her teammate. You'll see she's trying to make this decision right now. Is it time to go? Is it time to hang out? The storm reveals itself. She's got a long way here, but using a great usage of the tunnel, just harping forwards. There's the player underneath.
And we're going to get to that first half-in, half-out circle. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. This is the Fortnite Pro-Am, our second time that we're going to be doing this live from LA. And you're looking at Valkyrie, one of the best content creators out right now. Let's get a tag for 103. Oh, no! And sad. Oh, feels sad, man. Gets the elim, but Valkyrie has to be pleased with herself picking up one. That's 2 points against TBNR Frags. And there you can see how it all breaks down. A victory royale will get you 10 points total. Everything else adds from there, right? So if you're in 15th place, everyone gets 3 points in the lobby. Then if you happen to make it to 10th place and beyond, everyone then gets an additional 2 points, making it 5. And then at 5th place, everyone will be able to take 7 from there. But only one duo will walk away with 10 points on that victory royale. And remember that each elimination is going to give you 1 point. So players like Jarvis and Tfue, who have 5 and 4 eliminations respectively, have managed to pick themselves up a decent amount of points for their duo. Game 3, we only have 1 more left after this, and then we're going to crown our second Fortnite Pro-Am champion.
Don't forget, guys, Lachlan loves to rock that code Elfin, known for rocking it in-game as well. This is part of that staple brand.
I mean, literally, he's like wearing it, you know?
He's quite literally wearing it.
He's owning it.
He even has the blonde hair to go, guys. This is serious commitment here.
Pretty sure that's not a wig. I think that's his. But Lachlan's going to be playing the edge of the storm, and as the storm pushes forward, Lachlan needs to take his time and move accordingly. He cannot make any foolish plays. I believe a storm flip just went out from Lachlan.
Uh-oh. That's it right there. It's pushing Ewok forwards. Ewok says, I gotta get out of here. Pops the rift to go. That's gonna be a crucial rip. She is now down to 1 launch pad. That is the only movement she's got left. Someone is campfiring way up above. She's got her eyes set all around the map. Look at this flips. They're coming out. Those guys that don't understand how the storm flip quite works, it creates a huge storm bubble if it's in the safe zone, and if it's in the storm, it creates a safety net. So
ya lo mataron.
Powerful and versatile in Fortnite. Now Ewok lands with some prime real estate here. Doing a great job reading the map too. She's got all the zone in the world now.
55 builds as well. We'll have a boogie bomb, some shield potion to take advantage of. Ninja's still going to be in the game. Run solo without Marshawn Lynch. Rough spot to be in, but there goes the Shadow Bomb. Another phenomenal rotational tool, the Shadow Bomb.
It's actually great. Top 15 just broke through. Remember, if they can crack top 10, they get another set of placement points. So all of these elims matter now. If players go down, they're just scratching away at new points threshold. There's so many ballers in play here, Golden.
Yeah, a lot of ballers left. Airwalks, Jarvis, Kayun still going to be in this one, but a gift in the form of some mats and some ammo and Courage. Courage ended up getting pinned by Bucky FPS, who got the better of him there. Ewok still hanging out in the box that she built earlier on. Bucky down low with Kenneth. Got Patriota as well. Airwalks and Grime, a great duo, still very much in this game, but the young man Jarvis with 7 eliminations, but he's going to get knocked down to 54 true HP, but total of 104 HP with his shields.
Yes, Jarvis, dude, we saw him. He's on the boards right now. He's in top 10. This is why he's got so many eliminations. He's got placement. He's in the knife duo up right now. He jumps all the way across, gets a nice little connection here, and it's his high ground.
Phenomenal movement from Jarvis. He also has that purple combat shot. He might damage. That player should be going down any second. That's Kyla Drew. That combat shotty from up above is going to punish you. Ninja just got himself 2 eliminations on the side as well. Just got wiped out, though, by Bucky. And our final few players are going to remain. We're now sitting with 7 players left in the lobby. Actually, scratch that, 6 players left, all solos. And this right here, folks, some of the best in the world of competitive Fortnite. Jarvis up above in the high ground. Bucky right below him. Kayun in that mid area. Typical gamer looking to shake things up with Airwalks and Patriota down low. This is intense, Monster.
Yes, and Airwalks actually picked up minis, so he's going to be able to just bounce back a little bit here. Down comes the double campfire. It's not over yet. Jarvis has got the high ground. He's got Bucky up against the wall, too.
But Jarvis only has 10 builds left. That is my concern. That is the pain point there for him. And he needs to get to an area where the builds are going to exist. Airwalks is out of it, and Jarvis manages to get the better of Airwalks. Oh, Airwalks still at 1 HP. I stand corrected. Isn't enough, though. He does get out of it. And Jarvis is looking for him. He knows that he's going to be super weak. There has to be just, you can sneeze on him and he's going to be out of this. But the shields come into play for Airwalks. It's now going to come down to 4 players remaining. Jarvis scoping it out. Does he find it? Airwalks. He knows this is a lot of pressure he's in, but Jarvis has no more builds remaining. Meanwhile, Airwalks has so much to work with.
Everyone is so weak here, Golden. Jarvis falls all the way down to Patriota, who's going to win the exchange. Typical takes the high ground. In comes Airwalks as well.
Oh,
he actually catches Patriota.
This is insane. Typical gamer has the high ground. Jarvis is going to be down to 31 HP, and as you like to say, Monster, playing that low ground warrior role. It's a 1v1v1. Jarvis tags Airwalks. That's going to eliminate him. 1 more remaining, and it's typical gamer in the high ground. Jarvis needs to hold this one up, but can Typical Gamer get that final connection, the victory royale in game number 3, and jettison them up in the leaderboards? Typical Gamer scouting around, and he playing great defense there, just holding him off, not allowing him to get any kind of vision. But when is this going to run out? When is he not going to have any builds anymore to work with? Typical Gamer, on the other hand, doesn't have anything. One build remaining, and that's it. He's going to land in front of him, and Typical Gamer! What a win! Victory Royale, 7 eliminations, 17 points total. GG!
What an endgame, Airlocks, Typical Gamer, Jarvis. All of them had so many eliminations in the final moments. That was extremely intense, but Typical runs out of materials, almost gives it up. Here's the final moments. Just take a look at how Jarvis took the high ground. It was almost all over. Beautiful side jump. He put it all on the table right here.
There you have it.
You cannot miss, Golden. You can't miss.
Jarvis, though, gets a lot of love from me because he had no HP remaining, nothing, and still managed to get to the safe zone. Had he had a little bit more HP, he might have been able to get the better of Typical Gamer. But man, I know that a lot of people from Typical Gamer's community they have to be losing their collective minds, and I don't blame them. What a conclusion to that game. That was just game 3, but we have one more coming up in a little bit, and I know that this is it. It all boils down to the final game. That was intense. I'm getting a little sweaty up here.
Every single game has really brought the energy, the crowd, the environment. It's all coming down here. That was another beautiful endgame. But, dude, Airwalks and Jarvis have been making it all the way through. So has Bucky. Ninja showing up in these final moments. Every game matters, right?
Yeah.
These points add up.
They add up, and surely they're going to be looking great in the leaderboard, but we'll check that in a little bit. For now, we're going to send it over to Pookie, who has our winner, Kitty, who has our winner, Typical Gamer, standing by.
Yes, we've got our winners, our duo winners. Even though it might end up in the solos and those end games, it still is a group effort. Now, I want to know, how have you been supporting your teammate today so far?
I'm trying to not die, but it's not really working for me. So he's just amazing by himself, man. My heart was pounding watching him. He's great.
Oh, it's all for charity, too, so that's so great. After that game, how are you feeling going into the next few? How are you going to continue the momentum? You've got one more game to clutch it out and win all the money for charity.
I mean, I feel like the first 2 games were used to kind of develop the strategy. Once we got that unlocked, I told them we're winning game 3. That's it. So we're going to go into game 4 with the same energy. I'm here to win some money for the Sick Kids Hospital BC, so I'm doing the best I can.
Yes, as a fellow Canadian and someone that grew up in British Columbia, I thank you. That's incredible, guys. I'm looking forward to see how well you do in the next game, hopefully closing it all out and winning. But in order to do that, we've got to take it back to our casters, who are going to take us into the next few games. You guys do so good. Amazing.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. I know that they're over the moon right now with how that game panned out. Typical Gamer, and I got to give him some love, man, because you have a lot of great YouTube content creators that crush it on a daily basis. But Typical Gamer is a name that we see in World Cup qualifiers performing so many times at a top level. And I'm glad that finally I was able to commentate one of his games, a big moment for him, and against a quality player like Jarvis, who has really begun to grow quite a bit in the Fortnite competitive community. I think that was a pretty special moment across the board, and what a game that was. I love moments like that when it comes down to who could just be the scrappiest monster.
Yeah, and in those final moments, you never know, right? And this is what makes Fortnite competitive so good. It looked like, for a second, Jarvis had it all the way through to the bone, but Airwalks launch pads to the high ground, says, you know what, I want a piece of this. I can take this too. And in those final moments, everything shifted. Jarvis lost all of his health, wasted materials, fell down, and then this is Fortnite. Scramble, right? You don't even know what's going on anymore. Everything changed. But let's talk about how the first 2 games, they just kind of had to get it together.
Yes.
Now, game 3, things connect. The question is, can he pull through for that game 4?
He's been playing well all day long. I wouldn't be shocked to see him in that top 20. He knows how to play his game to get him up into that point. You just got to get to top 15. That's when you start to earn some points, and that's where it could push you a little further up. But I know everyone wants to see where we are in the standings right now. The good news is your boy GB's got you covered. Let's go ahead and take a look, see where we are. And at the top, it's going to be Airwalks in Grime.
Wow.
With that, I believe it was 3rd place or 4th place that they were able to sneak away out of that one. Typical Gamer, our winner from the last game, has, as I mentioned, jettisoned himself up to 7th place with 22 points. The Victory Royale, 12 eliminations total. Airwalks in Grime, though, they need to be gunned
down. Someone needs to go find them and take them down, because if you allow them to have just one more good game, the gap might be too much to catch up and close. Here are our top 20 duos, though. See everyone here just scratching away at some points. Good to see people earning eliminations, though, just across the board as duos.
Yeah, I mean, look, folks, it all boils down to these final moments here, and we're going to get into that game in a little bit. But for now, we actually have Sundown, who's going to be standing over down by the stage with a special guest.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy, and we do have a special guest. I'm going to need you guys to put your hands up in the air and wave them to give a nice big round of applause for Ewok now. Yeah, there we go. Let them know. And Zeke and I took a little bit of time to practice some sign language to do our best to try and bridge the gap and make this a full experience for everyone. So Zeke, why don't you start it off?
All right. I'm really nervous, so hopefully I don't mess this up. All right, so it is, hi, Ewok. How are you?
I'm so excited.
Cool. I am here to hold Mike.
Sorry, nervous a lot. I know it's something different. Hello, my name is Sundown. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you today? Are you excited?
Yes, I'm very excited.
So, what is your favorite dance?
The floss.
Hey, that's a good one. Now, what is your favorite weapon?
The combat shotgun. That one's my favorite.
Always a good choice going on there, Ewok. Now, is there anything that you want to say to the crowd?
I want to say thank you all for your support and being here. I'm really happy to be where I am today. And thank you guys so much. Thank you, Epic staff, and everyone that's involved. I love you lots. Thank you so much.
That's some of the amazing gameplay that Ewok was able to provide in the last game. So let's actually take a look at that and see what she was able to do on the main stage. I mean, just look at it going on right here. Now, one thing you note, the chase she went through, both of the rifts, was able to chase down and pick up Jordan Fisher, and then you can turn right after. You see her signing to the partner, trying to get them back together, but she is then on her lonesome, able to get it out. You can see this was the start of that engagement with Kurt, able to get in there, get the knock. Ewok was then able to clean it up, but we weren't done there. Now, something got to note, look how smart this is. She ends up having so many shields and the storm flip, recognizes she's by the zone. So what does she do? Tunnels her way in, juggles it on, ends up getting another knock, but now look, she has all of the supplies and everything she needs to end up making it into the end game. A great finish there, a top 10 performance. Ewok and Kurt have been amazing, a staple of the community. So again, just everyone put your hands up, give them a nice big round of applause. We're gonna throw it back up to the casting desk to get into the final game. Gentlemen, take it away.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. And I also, can we please give a round of applause for Zeke and Sundown for that? That is not easy to do. That is for bridging gaps, really cool stuff. I know I couldn't do it. I don't even know what to do with these, so
Stop that right now.
I know.
But no, honestly, that was very heartwarming. Just, yeah, very, very courageous of them to kind of step out there and then, you know, take that leap of faith and, own it.
She has no chill when she's in that game.
Yeah, you see it.
Chase Jordan Fisher down like it was yesterday's rent. I mean, that was just bananas there. But hey, I think that Ewok certainly deserves to be here. She has proven why. She is a stellar Fortnite personality in our community, and also everyone else too. Kurt Benkert supporting the way that he is gets some credit as well. So there you see Ewok making her way over to her station, and we're gonna get ready to jump into Game 4. And I wonder what we're going to see here, man, because there is just it's still anyone's game, Monster. It's still anybody's game.
Yeah, and just a little interaction right there. Kurt Benkert, you saw welcome her back, signing to her pretty much what he can there, and that's crazy, man. To put in that effort to really communicate with your teammate, it's awesome here.
That's right, folks. But are you ready for the fourth and final game, folks? Because it's about to go down. That's right. The players are loaded up in the battle bus. The island is ready for combat. Monster, are you ready?
I'm absolutely ready, Golden.
People in the crowd, are you ready? Then count it down, folks, because the time for talk is over. This is it. The fourth and final game of the Fortnite Pro-Am is now live, and this is for all the marbles.
This is it. We saw what one game can do for these competitors. Typical Gamer finding himself in 7th place. He's on the board. So this final game matters. Can Airwalks stick around and hold his lead? Will Typical Gamer come back and follow up? Find himself in the top 3 and take a bigger piece for Charity here? Or will someone new come up and just ruin everyone's dreams and shut those down, right?
Hey, everyone's going to get money for charity at the end of the day. It's all about where you place. It's a very competitive, though, nature from a lot of our guests, a lot of the people playing with our Fortnite personalities. Download, chatting with a few of them, and they're feeling it. They know that they want to perform.
Golden, there's only one, or I should say one set of trophies here, so that's
true.
What they want.
That's true. It doesn't matter how you feel. It's all about how you play. There you see a few of our players. There's Wax Motif there with Pipe Punk. Janina with Wildcat. That's going to be a snow biome landing for her. And already the eliminations are starting to come through, Monster. Bucky just picked up one, and he's all the way up there in the leaderboard as well. That doesn't reflect well. Airwalks has an elimination too early on.
Literally what I was just going to mention. I was like, wow, before everyone even touches down, it's already unfolding in the Fortnite world. Here's Janina. Doesn't quite know where she wants to land. Wildcat took a baller, and he's out.
Brendan Urie just eliminated One Shot Girl in our final game. Typical Gamer pops up behind Janina. Oh, the rage from her.
Oh, look at her face.
Oh, and you do not want to get her angry. She's I'll tell you what, she is a very, very passionate gamer, as you can see right there. She takes it seriously. I respect that.
Definitely saw the spice coming out there, but it is okay. It's not over. Wildcat is still in the game. Typical, man. He had a great last game. That right there is a big point. That's a shift.
Yeah, all of our top 10 players, I would say, most of our top 10 players have already gotten elimination monsters. So early on. There's Jimmy O Yang there. On the Typical Gamer. And I hear someone just yelling in the distance.
I don't know who that is, but I do hear it as well.
Someone please check that person. Make sure that they're okay. Call their mother. Call their father. It's Father's Day. Let them know what's going on.
It's the energy coming all the way across and into our headset, but it's all good here. We're over at the Lonely Lodge. It's not so lonely. He's got some company. His teammates here.
Yeah, you know, you never want to go on a nice camping trip by yourself. That's not fun.
Bring a friend or two as we hop over to Bruce Brown, and no, Folagore gets taken out with the big shot. It's loser fruit.
This is a rough kit for Bruce Brown to have. Can Joe McHale get an elimination?
Joel's like, look at me, I will shoot.
He's hitting those angles hard.
Oh.
He's looking for it.
And he's out of bullets here, Golden.
He's just got to push with this pistol. He's got 16 shots in it. 16, no, that's your teammate. Don't want to do that one.
Shoot them all, shoot them all.
That's your target. Joe McHale, I believe in you. I want community to come back too.
Pull out the axe. He doesn't know he doesn't have bullets.
He has no more ammo, no ammo remaining.
Oh, but it's okay. Because his teammate Loserfruit connects with the flint knock and takes down that player right there. Bruce Brown sent back to lobby, and it's all good. Because you know what? Joe has Loserfruit to
Joe McHale was
carry.
there. He was providing emotional support. Loserfruit, obviously, great player. Won yesterday in our creative showdown. So Joe McHale just being the cheerleader that we all want to have in game with us.
Joe's like, Loserfruit, you're doing too good at this. I'm going to shoot your ramps out, give you a little more pressure, you know, even up the playing field.
Shot Bell did not go for that boombo.
Yeah, I guess it's just time to get out of here, man. You got a little bit of mobility and stuff like that. He wants to take all these shields.
Ooh, living life on the edge.
I like it. Avoiding all the fire here. This is actually our first zone that we see covering this side of the map, so this is also really good to see. In our final game, things are going to mix up here in the land, I should say.
Got Cray along with a Vive. Cray with a loadout that you want to try and keep the long range weapon there. That's right. So you got to go back to that because you need to have that utility. You need to have something that will give you an advantage in that mid game, right?
Oh yeah. But we're looking at Jacob. There's so many players here in Happy Hamlet. This is not a happy place. There's shots being traded. His teammate's in a weird spot. Is he gonna come down and back him up? Doesn't matter. Connor Ball is playing ball here. He's
got no builds.
The run.
He's got no builds, but his teammate Jacob has his back, and that was going to be Royalistic and Xavier Woods. They're out of it. Oh, man. The power of positivity was not enough to help Xavier Woods on this day.
Yeah, but you know what? They had a grand entrance, and that is all that matters.
That's true.
They showed up.
I mean, you do, Monster, you kind of do want to win, you know.
Or
you just have an entrance.
or at least get your entrance, you know? Make the show yours at the start. Make us all believe for a second there. Okay. So we are now with Murda Beats and Triz.
Yeah, no eliminations for this team. We're going to be at Snobby Shores, and they have another duo here. And there you have it, Samara Redway and Marisha Ray. They're going to be topped up as well on health. Good shields there for Samara.
This is the best part about being able to see the whole game. You get to touch base with all of your favorite players, right? Samara Redway, our soccer skin moms here.
Yeah.
All right, the soccer skin moms, they came out strong representing.
I did tell them I love the shirts. I wanted to get one for myself.
Yes.
Even though I'm not a soccer skin mom, and I can never be, but still, a boy can dream.
You can do whatever you put your mind to, Gildan, all right?
Thank you so much.
And a couple dollars.
I just want to get that shirt, I think it'll be hilarious. So the Storm now pushing in. We're going to be coming down to our first circle. Some action had taken place here, but we got 44 duos. 6 duos wiped out from the lobby. There's Dr. Lupo with Jordan Fisher yet again.
It's already looking like a different game here. So much more players alive now. Lupo's trying to see if he can scoop up some of this loot here. He is. He's going to successfully get a ton. Jordan Fisher's off in the distance, though. Looks like they ran off some players here, so it's all theirs to kind of hold down now.
Yeah, they're going to own this territory. Is there anyone above them? It doesn't seem like it. Got a lot of action happening over here. Scarlet against Cypher PK. Just like was wondering where the action was taking place. Seems like it's taking place outside in the Storm. Cypher down. Not a lot of HP remaining. There's no Siphon here either, so he just has to get the elimination. 5-4. This is not the way you want it to end, but oh no! And he can't get the elim, and he's going to be out of there. Down but not out. Could Reggie Jackson help him out? He's by the high ground. Scarlet down low, and here comes Reggie Jackson. Really focused on the player in front of him, but not the one that's going to be dealing the damage potentially, but Reggie Jackson could not get the angle. Does manage to tag and drops on out of there. Getting ticked by the Storm. You see his health, the green bar going down little by little. That means when they're out here in the Storm, you see the way that this looks around you. That means that they are going to be taking damage, and they're in this very dangerous spot.
He actually got the elimination, though. That means the Storm wrapped him up, and Reggie was rewarded with Scarlet right there. But let's take a replay of what happened here in these moments. Reggie Jackson has everything. That's the knock right there on Ellie. And he did get Scarlet too, so something connected there because those shots made a big difference.
Yeah. That was going to be 2 eliminations that could bring him up a little higher. And then Chandler Riggs. Oh no, he's going to be so low on HP. Chandler Riggs needs to be careful. He's out of it. Now it's a cow looking around him. Can he get to him? Can he try and help him out there? The baller. Got a low health this time around, but Chandler Riggs is going to be inside of that storm flip, and a cow is going to get picked off by Tfue. Tfue still in this one, folks. He's got 1 elimination.
Did participate in that little battle there. He knocked Chandler Riggs off the high ground. Josh Hart not quite sure where he is. He's over in the distance, making a nice little rotation. It's going to be a lot of loot for them, but Bucky.
Oh.
JT Brown here. Got a flint knock connect to the face from Bucky. He's going to delete frags right there.
Bucky's
he's in 3rd place, Golden.
Yeah, he is, and at this point in time, not looking the best when it comes to that. Oh no! Bucky!
Through! He threw it all the way!
That is a rough one. You hate to see it. That's what we call a good old-fashioned ouch. A yikes, almost.
That's a oof.
That's
a
oofers.
Yikes and ouch.
That's all the different kinds of words that can symbolize a variety of things.
All
Bucky, though.
Put into a body slam sandwich because he was thrown right off that build.
He's had a good competition so far, and while for Bucky it will end there, the run that he managed to put together game after game is certainly something that you got to be impressed with. There's Reggie Jackson. Oh man, this is a best friend right here.
Wow. In the storm, remember, he had 3 medkits. So Cypher's back in the action, guys, and he even dropped all his guns for Cypher. Look, he's like, hey, take all the guns, brother.
What a guy. What a guy. What a good guy. You know, really, you want one of those people on your side.
I'm going to say it right now, Cypher, you drop all those guns and give them back to Reggie because he clutched up. Okay, he clutched up.
He helped you out there. Now, I did understand that Courage was eliminated earlier on. We saw him in the feed. I believe we're going to have a replay of that showing up in just a tad. And that was not the run that Courage had, placing 2nd last year in the Pro-Am. I don't think that's going to be the case this time around. The laser beam gets beamed in the sky, and that's going to be Joey Bosa with the connection there.
Big day so far for these guys.
No.
And whoa! Running snipe on Connor Ball. Jacob's going to have to see if he can really clutch up this save here, because they're in a weird spot. With the drop ship just above them, they can drop down and pounce at any moment now. So this is going to be a really tough revive to pull off. Love what Jacob is doing here. Switch materials, says, you know what? I cannot save you.
Yeah.
The zone is coming. I got to get out of here.
Nicky 30 and Joey Bosa up above, and he's going to go for the fight. That combat shotty will pick you up from... What is up? What was that?
Jeez, there's a sky bridge up there.
What is that?
Nick's looking up with a big smile on his face like, are you serious?
Okay. Sure. I'm okay. I mean, who is it?
If I could hear those comms right now, I totally would, because Nick's probably tripping. Taking a look here, Courage.
Oh, Courage was brought back. He was eliminated earlier, but brought back in the game by the respawn band. Look at him there. I knew he'd find it. Brendan Urie, by the way, what a guy. You know, bringing his teammate back, right?
You got to show love to these celebs, man. They're picking up what's supposed to be their pro help.
Yeah, Brendan Urie has the elimination. What about you, Jack?
Yeah, what happened, Cypher? Reggie saved you, man.
All in good fun, of course. Nicky 30's going to have a player right in front of him. Managed to bring him down there. Has that wall ownership and gets the down. Snags that on the combat. No, another one's going to go in there for the fight as well. Has that wall coverage. Playing defense. He needs Joey Bosa to help him out. And there you have it. Nick Merckx falls down to that one, courtesy of Nicky 30 and Joey Bosa.
What great teamwork. Nick just holds down the wall, waits for Joey to back him up, and kudos to Joey, came in at the perfect time. The distraction, the counter edit, that was a great team play right there. And this is why you got to show love to both team members, because at the end of the day, this is a team game. We have duo action here. Pokimane and Martin Doherty still alive. Give themselves a little spot.
Martin Doherty, as you see right there, part of the group Churches here today. Not necessarily playing some music, but instead playing some Fortnite. Now, I wanted to know what the absurdity of that sky bridge was, and our observers managed to get a look at it. So let's see. So,
watch out, he's above. What is doing a sky base, dude?
Oh my god, no way.
We'll get the sky base after. Oh my god.
There's gonna be kids that are low behind us.
Okay.
And Joey Bosa, by the way. Joey Bosa is not having any of that, by the way.
Nick, get your head in the game here, Nick. What are you doing?
But yeah. Skybridge is 2 and everything. Focus on the people that are going to be behind us. Oh, Martin Doherty is going to go down. Pokimane now having to deal with some players that will be on the attack. It's going to be Cloak, actually. Put the pressure on the Pokimane with that grenade launcher. Owns that wall. Tries to get above him. Pushes forward. Tags him for some shields there, but no, Pokimane. And it's Tfue who comes out of nowhere like an RKO. And Cloak is right there, too.
How did Tfue show up and snatch that one away?
Tfue's everywhere. I don't know if you know that, but he's actually like, he is the island.
He is just there.
Yeah, he has his little Jonesy army that just goes and does his bidding.
Oh, look. He's sliding on up now in this ball. He doesn't even have a teammate anymore. Josh Hart's down. He's going to get all this loot here. He's got 4 eliminations, so just from that little bit of third party off in the distance, it's going to pick him up some more points. Tfue's in the running here, guys. He's still in the running. He's in top 10. I believe he was 5th last time we checked in.
He's got a lot of goodies to work with, too. We'll keep tabs on him, I'm sure, as this goes on. For now, though, we're taking a look at some of our other competitors here. And, you know, and everyone here had a collective groan at that moment. That you know that is rough. Koa, get in there. No, Koa. Oh, no.
Oh, Do-Hayon had the rift to go.
He's going to be able to get
out.
He's going to be able to get him. 2 HP.
So close.
No, don't go in there. Okay. Woo. Oh, man. I'm old. I can't handle that. I can't handle that monster. That's just too much for me.
I got to touch base with them down in the player lounge. These guys look like they were definite best friends. They're going to showcase that. He's going for the save. What a good power right there he is. Going to pick up Koa. Such a clutch save. Such a clutch save.
2 HP in a dream, folks. Round of applause for Do-Hayon and Koa. Then you got Tim the Tatman there. Oh, yeah, because he knows he's on camera. Yeah, Tim, I see you. No eliminations, though, for the leader of the Girthquake. The Tatman army. Fortunately for him, he's going to be met with an army's worth of ammo from all angles. He's trying to defend everything. Turbo building like a crazy person, but Shadow Bomb's out of there.
Bro, who did you get mad? Jeez, hello, server. Way to turn on Tim the Tatman for a second there.
Got Airwalks mad, clearly.
Oh, it's just all that dancing. He just did it again, dude. Airwalks might have to come down and show you what's up.
That is definitely something you do not want to have happen. Airwalks has been vicious this whole game. Getting down now to the final few circles here. Storm phase is about to end in just a little bit, under a minute. You got 23 duos left in this game, 34 players remaining. Airwalks and RL Grime up above. Chris Thompson gets the hands from Tfue. With 4 eliminations he has currently. I said we were going to come back and check him out. And thank ups. Try again next time. Tfue. crazy stuff. There you can see Tfue and Josh Hart taking $250,000. Aiden and Nick Shanholtz from the Lost Kings. I believe Lost Kings in general. Let's just say Lost Kings. They get $500,000. And then RL Grime and Airwalks take home $1 million for charity, Monster.
Everyone in that top 10 deserves it. Nick A30 with $100 grand. Bucky gets 5th place. Just great showings all around. And Symphony pulls himself all the way up to 6th. Here's your champs, guys.
Guys, give it up one more time. Airwalks and RL Grime, your winners. He started off game 1 so dominant. And I think all of us saw that first game, Monster, and we knew that he was going to be going really far in this one.
Yeah, he started off with such a great lead. He fell off that second game, didn't get any points, making it that much more closer leading into game 3. But then came out game 4, swinging, always finding himself in those final games.
Now we are going to get an opportunity to talk to our winners, and don't forget, the final trophy presentation will be coming up in a little bit. But I had an absolute blast doing this, man. There's some great players here as well that have been laying it all out. Also, Joey Bosun, man, that dude, what a grinder, man. He
was hanging with Nick A30, making it all the way through. They got top 5.
Crazy.
Tfue pulls out, what was that, like 3rd right there? That was a great showing for all of them.
Exactly.
All
Remember,
Typical
Gamer picking up his win earlier on. And boy, oh boy, that was just a really crazy, crazy moment. And the games in general, right? It's like in Fortnite when you're surrounded by this audience, this crowd. There you have it. It is final. Grime and Airwalks take $1 million for charity. And we discussed the teams as well in great detail, but we'll revisit a few of them that we haven't had a chance to mention. Bucky FPS, along with Kenneth. That was not the way I'm sure he would have wanted his 4th game to end, Monster.
Flintnock threw him off the build, man, but hey, he did a fantastic job. We already said Symphony did great. We saw K-Yoon playing consistency, saw Jarvis holding it down. Take a look at everyone else who's raising for charity here, guys. Ninja and Marshawn Lynch, Cypher's up there, Dylan Francis and Cloak. These guys did so good. Koa and Dohaeon, we saw them in Fatal Fields. Everyone here was doing so good today.
Yeah, Dohaeon actually ended at the end of the game. He was made it, I believe, all the way to 4th, I believe. So, again, what a crazy 4th game we have. But I know that you all want to hear from our winners. Let's send it down to the floor. We got Pookie standing by.
Thank you so much, GB. I am here with our winners, Airwalk and RL Grime. Oh my goodness, what a tournament, you guys. What a show you've put on. Now, $1 million going to charities of your choice. Huge day for both of you. I just have to ask, I'm going to start with you, RL. How does it feel to come in this setting, playing Fortnite? You know, you're used to being in front of a crowd, playing music, doing all that. Is Fortnite any different?
It's obviously a little different, but I'm a big fan of competitive Fortnite and watching it, so this has been really cool to be involved with.
Yeah, Fortnite's definitely a fun thing to be a part of. I can contest that as well. Now, for you, you're the pro player. What was your strategy going into today's games?
Going aggro, winning, and that was easy actually.
Easy peasy. I like it. Well, thank you so much, guys. Congratulations again. Hang tight. We're going to walk over and get your trophies. But first, back to the casters.
Thank you so much, Airwalks. Man, a few words. He said he was going to go aggro. That's exactly what he did. RL Grime, of course, known as an American producer for a variety of genres of music, and today produced himself a win for the Fortnite Pro-Am. And Monster, you know that while the Pro-Am is great and all, there's something else coming up as well.
There's a lot coming up. There's the Week 10 competitive duo qualifier happening this week, which is all going to lead us to the Fortnite World Cup. This is just a small taste. If you guys love that energy from game 1, 2, 3, and 4, that's just a taste of what the best of the best going toe-to-toe look like.
Indeed it is, my friend. You're going to see the Fortnite World Cup Finals in New York City, my hometown.
Times 10.
I love it. It's going to be amazing. There are going to be some quality players there. You're going to see names such as Tfue in attendance, Aiden, Airwalks as well will be competing in that competition. It's going to be solos. There's going to be duos. and a whole lot of Fortnite for us to talk over, Monster. Everyone's been so great. I've had an opportunity to meet so many of the fans here, and you can just feel the energy in the room. This definitely was something that I'm so glad I had a chance to be a part of, bud.
Yeah, and with that, guys, we're going to send it on over to Zeke. Close us out.
All right, Fortnite fam. We've got ourselves some champions. What'd you think of all the action? That doesn't sound excited enough. I said, what did you think of all the action? Yes! You guys have been absolutely amazing, and now it is time to crown our Pro-Am champions. They put it all together. They've got the mats to make it over. Grime, Airwax, build your way on over, friends. Let's do this! You guys want to join me right here? Grime, actually come over here real fast. You guys have had an incredible day of Fortnite. Grime, any final words for all the fans here in the stadium, the ones watching back at home?
I want to shout out my dog, Penelope. I know she's at home watching right now. I miss you. I love you.
Gentlemen, if you will step forward and lift your pickaxes and look at these cameras. And for you in the forum, one more time, let's hear it for your Pro-Am champion! Get the rest of the cast and crew out here to celebrate the cosplayers as well.
Pero ellos fueron campeones. Oh my god.
All right, Fortnite fam. That's it for the summer block party. We want to give you all so much thanks to everyone that played today, the squads yesterday, the Creative Showdown, Team Evolve, the Llama Record Company that won yesterday, the incredible golden ticket winners, our Pro-Am champions, and of course everyone in the stadium. Thank you guys so much for being here. Now don't forget, June 20th and 21st is the final dual qualifier week. One more shot at the finals in New York City, July 26th to 28th. That's it from us. We'll see you guys on the Battle Bus. The countdown has begun. Are you ready?
Best Fortnite ever duo, Doc.
Oh, we are the best team here.
Yes, he's in this game right now to win it, and he just took out another player.
He's down to nothing, and Aiden.
Here it is. He's going to go with the X. Oh!
Yeah, man.
Cody Walker went down, but he's so far away, and Nick gets traded out.
Nice try.
Marshall hit the 75 move. Try as you might, Ewok got the target. That's it. He's gonna land in front of him. Chemical Gamer. Airwalk
Correct. Very cold. Very cold. Very cold. Look at Lupo. Oh, it's working. Back is forward. Flower. The cow. Oh, happy. Thank you. Oh, Lancer. Okay, Lancer. Código Lancer. Oh, Lancer Pro. What's the price? Lucille. Victory. Big Bear. What happened? Big Bear Ninja. Symphony, yo tampoco. Cypher. People, John Carr. Damn.